Good morning. What shall we talk about today, universe? Let's draw a card and find out. Why don't we? The Chariot. Interesting. Number 7, Major Arcana card, the Chariot. The Chariot represents having the wheels to get moving, driving, putting energy into whatever project it is that you need. I know for myself, I'm returning to this project, something that I have stepped away from for maybe even over a week. I went through a human design program. It was shocking. It changed everything for me. I wouldn't say changed everything, but it was definitely the most comprehensive data system I have ever seen about myself and who I am and how I relate and work with others. And I will say it was a very driving force for me for my life going forward. And if you find yourself stuck in any way, I do highly recommend Human Design. If you haven't heard of it, it's the data kind of represents itself. That's the way it was originally explained by the person who received the download of information in 1987, which basically combines several different ancient wisdoms and some quantum physics, if you will. Don't quote me on this, but in order to explain how a person becomes a human, essentially, your personality and your design together make up who you are. And wow, there's a ton to it, but when I see the Chariot, I think this means get going on that thing. Get in that car and drive, get your magical unicorn, get going, whatever your thing is. And for me, I know even a few days off of these YouTube things can really matter to your algorithm and all that, and to your followers. So I apologize for my absence. It's just been, I think we'll call it the death of ego 2.0 or 3.0, and definitely the strongest one yet. So, you know, be prepared when you go into something like Human Design. It's going to be impactful. And if there's something that you've been procrastinating that, I'm going to have to start talking in Human Design terms, but if you're a generator or a manifesting generator and you want to put your energy into only things that bring you satisfaction, so I'm going to say if we draw the Chariot, and the Chariot means get going only on things that bring you satisfaction, not things that bring others satisfaction. I think when people go through Human Design and they start seeing the life they're not supposed to live with the makeup that they have, they find out ways that their energy has been manipulated for others' purposes. And, you know, that can be part of kind of the journey of it. That can be like, oh wow, really enlightening to see all the different ways that your energy sources have been used for other purposes instead of your own. Okay, let's flip another card. Oh, Lady Luck. Wow. I love Lady Luck. And I'll tell you why. Last time I drew Lady Luck, the most impossible thing happened, and it was super important for my new edition, let's just say that. So I drew a card while someone was at my house inspecting something that maybe wasn't quite right or ready at that time. I drew the card, Lady Luck, while I was in the house and my person was talking to them, and sure enough, we passed. So I feel very powerful, bonded to this card. It was a very lucky card. And I also have discovered through Human Design that I am associated with the luckiest of the lucky stars. And that was really cool. Now, little known fact, I was born at 4:44 a.m. and I've always felt that was so lucky, right? Like, it's like saying, oh, I have an angel watching out for me all the time. And I will say, not always in my life have I believed that, but I so strongly believe and know that to be true now, as we all do. We all have spirit guides. We all have angels looking out for us. We all have loved ones on the other side. I recently heard a near-death experience where we are reminded there is always a loved one who greets every person that dies. No one dies alone. There is always someone who greets them and kind of introduces them to where they are now. Always. They said, even if it's a pet, there's always. No one has ever died alone and been alone in that moment. So, yeah, just a little tiny tidbit, totally unrelated. But Lady Luck, I think this means anyone who's watching this, today you have the Lady Luck. Whatever it is you've been wishing for and hoping for and manifesting, it will soon be coming your way. And really, as a global message, I really believe the universe is also going to be experiencing what I'm going to call Lady Luck. And that might seem impossible to believe when we hear so many negative stories from the media. But I want to remind people that these are just stories. The media is, bought and paid for, as we know. So let's focus instead and on the important matters, right? Like, know your heart, listen to yourself, listen to your guides, find that quietness and be able to discern, the good from the bad. But just know the universe is on a lucky path. The Lady Luck is coming our way. I think we'll soon be in a time that is very different from how we know it today. A time where there is no cost of living and pain. A time where there is unconditional love for each other and we accept each other's differences and who we are. When all is known and there are no lies. This will be a new world. This is the heaven on earth that has been prophesized. This will be a place very, very different from today. And from what I'm understanding, those who are not quite ready will also be in a place very, very different from today, even as they are preparing for their ascension. So I believe good times are ahead, and I think the important thing is to keep our energy high. Don't let them get us down. Don't let the bastards get us down, because that is where negative energy or dark AI and negative beings are thriving on our negative energy. And when we don't have negative energy anymore, what will they thrive on? Okay, I'm actually going to stop the video here. I love leaving it on Chariot and Lady Luck, and I'm going to do some smaller videos later. I've added 6 new paintings to my deck, but they are currently marked because my printer with different brands of ink is printing the covers in different ways. But let's take a peek at one. Oh, it's a big world out there. This was a pour that just happened to look like planets, and so I don't know where I put the floating animals, but it was what was going through my mind at that time as I was hearing about all the ways that different channelers even pick up information from animals, and even dogs and cats have information about time being a construct and all the different dimensions and galaxies, and and it's just so funny because it's like the humans, when we enter this skin that we're in here, this avatar, we have amnesia. We no longer know who we really are. And so even as we're setting these clues, and even as our other people are trying to help us find ourselves again, we don't. So anyway, that's why I painted this one. That's one of my new pieces. This one's a little more whimsical. And the second thing I did on this one, because I discovered that going over the pour was a little bit harder, so I started using oil pastels. And I think this was the first time I ever used them, and that was really fun. So yeah, that's all that's new. I'm going to have 5 more cards. Hopefully I'll pull them, but I'm going to have to start doing like blind draws. Like I need both hands. I need to use my tripod because I want to be able to pull them authentically. I never like a marked card. It's just a frustration I'm having with printers and equipment, something I've constantly complained about. Just remember how amazing it would be to live in a world where you were rewarded for creating quality materials instead of materials that went obsolete and caused people to have to rebuy them again and again. What a crazy concept. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for listening.